it down and keep it all legit. Heart, mind, body, soul. Ready, set, let's go. This is just the facts. Welcome to the show, it's just the facts. Where we break it down, don't hold 'em back. Don't get in your feelings, cause it's only the facts. We got all the tea on them.
Welcome to the show. It's your boy Jay. It's another episode of Nothing But the Facts. So help me God, it's just the facts. It's just the facts. You feel me? So I kind of got tied up into all this news with the Pooh Shiesty thing going on, man. That's kind of some big news. That's big. That's crazy, bro. It's not crazy because we knew that it happened. Like the rumors was going around, but now the fact that, buddy, you're going to the feds is like, golly, you probably got to be one of the stupidest niggas in the world. Why the fuck would you do that and do that? Like, all right, my nigga, whatever, you got it, bro. I guess you gotta do it how you gotta do it. But anyways, that's not this and this is not that. Again, it's your boy Jay. It's just the facts, nothing but the facts. So help me God. Um, so yesterday we had a conversation. We talked about is America still racist? And before we get into that conversation and before we start talking about that all over again, let's get the pleasantries out of the way. First things first, first order of business, uh just the facts and JC Fitz will be having the clothing line dropping very soon. I actually had a thing that I was gonna show you guys. I was gonna show you guys the fit, but because I'm late and I don't wanna run things too late because your boy gotta get up in the morning. But I do gotta hold true to my commitments that every day I will be streaming because I am on the goal to 1K. And the only way to get to 1K is consistently doing my due diligence. With that being said, again, if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, help your boy get to that 1K goal. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. I ain't charging you. It ain't no subscription like you. It ain't like the Netflix bill that comes around. And I ain't gonna increase the rates, you know what I'm saying, like Disney Plus. I'ma just keep it like it is. I'm gonna keep giving you content. We're gonna have genuine conversations and understand that, these are obviously thoughts that I have throughout the day, thoughts that I have just in general, or even thoughts that I have with conversations that I hear based off of other people's conversations. So, with that being said, be on the lookout for JC Fitz. I will keep you updated for sure. You know I will. You know I will. Why wouldn't I? It's my shit. I gotta get it gone. Anyways, the next order of business is just clip it. Will be coming very shortly. Actually, I meant to try it out. I didn't have time. Like I say, I kind of got tired of watching that fucking. I was watching DJ Academics and that fucking precisely stupid shit. Like, fuck, man, this nigga is dumb, bro. But anyway, that's not this and this and not that. Let's not get sidetracked. I tend to do that. I don't want to derail too much. Um, it is on the way. It will be coming very shortly. It will be worked out, and we'll see how you guys like it. I implore you give me all feedback, and if I do say so myself, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment if you watching it and you not live, or drop a chat if you watching it live. I talk back. We ain't doing super chats. I ain't charging you to talk to me. I'm just talk to me. Just check me out. But anyways, um, so today to continue the conversation, I think I ended off by saying I don't believe that as people, I don't believe that as people we're racist. And if you are, identifying yourself as a racist person, I think that that's pretty much kind of like, that's kind of ignorant, bro. Like, are you even understanding what the fuck you're saying to yourself? But either way it goes, I did agree that there is a systemic issue that I don't know if I want to quite say is racist, but I do want to say it is very discriminatory. And we also know that discriminatory and racist are they're similar. They are the same, but they aren't the same at the same time. It's almost just like a stereotype. A stereotype also can fall into being racist, but it's not technically racist at the same time. So with that being said, we are going to maintain our level of objectivity. We are going to maintain composure, leave emotions out of the conversation. But I do want to start by saying I'm just going to watch it. I was on Twitter or X and I typed in racism in the search bar just to see what kind of videos would pop up. And we gonna scroll through a couple of those videos and see what they talking about, what they got going on, and we'll have the discussion about. We'll break it down. We'll have a discussion about it. So this will be the part two version of it, and then at the end of it, obviously, we'll come to our conclusion. Do we think that racism is still in America? Now, I do want to go at it a little bit different today by making sure it is known that I'm saying racism in some shape or form is going to always exist because if to some degree I think that all races do believe that they are better than the next race in general. I do believe that a tribal thing is true where at the end of the day, if you have a choice to save a different person's race or save your own race, you're more likely to save your race as tribal. You're more likely to select the person that is of your race over a person that's not your race. It's just tribal instincts. That's just how we are. That's how we've always been since the beginning of time. Um, with that being said, again I say, with this racial conversation, there is a lot of nuances that we have to try to steer clear of and try and navigate through, which is what makes this conversation so polarizing and so complex and interesting. If you ask me, a lot of people think it's a bad conversation. I think it's a great conversation. Let's get into the videos, videos, videos that I found on X. So this first video, and I don't think I'm gonna do it in any particular order. I think I just want to make sure that I get through all of them. I did watch a little bit of this one, and I thought this guy's perspective of it was pretty interesting. Check him out. Check him out.
By modern day terms, racism has quite frankly lost its meaning. It's turned into this very lazy and just dilly-dally definition. Something like you say the N-word, you're automatically considered racist. That's not what racism actually is defined as. But now if I actually answer this based off the Greek definition, racism is defined as treating one race superior to another without probable cause. Without probable cause is the key line here, because you could argue whites are superior to Somalis due to having double the IQ, and you would be completely correct. So the only time I wouldn't say racism is okay is by the Greek definition, which is, again, not giving probable cause. As Christians, we don't see races as being superior to one another. We do recognize certain races are statistically above others in fields like IQ. Is that enough to claim superiority? I'm not sure. That's where the debate comes in. So to answer the question, is racism okay? Technically no, but it depends.
And and I think that was kind of a good way to sum up where I believe, like how I think that we are in racism today in society. Like I have a video that I am going to show that when I see this type of racism or when I see this type of thing, it makes me come to the realization, like, bro, we don't live like that, bro. Like, if these people is racist, it's like I give you an example. I can give you an example, the perfect example. you have a friend that is a friend of a friend that has an issue with a person. They don't like this said person, whoever this person is. And I think we've been in this situation before at some point in time of our life as we grew up, and maybe we realized that that was probably not the move. But in most cases, this is what it is. So you have your friend that's the friend of a friend that doesn't like said person. So now because you're with this group of people, you tend to also adapt that same idea. I don't like this person either. Now, the original person that doesn't have this, that doesn't like this person, they're going to have a sincere, genuine disdain for this person. They'll have a real reason why they don't like this person. So it's an emotionally uh, drive them to react a certain way. Now, the friend that's the friend of a friend, they just don't like them. They don't really know why they don't like them. They just don't like them, right? So their emotional drive towards not liking them, or the energy that they put forth towards not liking them, is not going to be that serious. It's not going to be that major. But they don't like them genuinely. Not genuinely, but they don't like them. Then there's that situation that occurs where those two people actually interact with each other, and then come to find out there was no reason for them not to like each other in the first place, other than the fact that somebody else didn't like them. That's where I see racism is if we want to say anything about racism in the regular form, that's where I see racism at now. It's more so like you don't like a black person because your parents didn't like black people. Not because your parents, because in 2026, most people that's even my age, parents wasn't in a racist time, but their parents were in a racist time. Which actually, you know what? That gives me a good time to play this video, because this video is so crazy. It's all right. I'm gonna give you hold up. I don't even wanna do that to you. I wanna make sure you understand that if you're watching this at any point in time before you watch this, this is gonna be a trigger warning. If you're one of those type of people that is very emotional or very sensitive to things like let's say if you felt the way about the movie Django when old boy said ain't no nigger gonna be riding no horse on my land, you probably don't want to watch this because it's going to bring up a lot of emotion. So I'm gonna give you 3, 2, 1. All right, we about to get it in. Oh, that's the rain.
What do you think of black people?
I don't like them.
Why?
I really don't. Because I just think that they're always looking out to make trouble.
Come on, let's get right up there.
Now I'm gonna stop it right here just to say, hold on 1 second. Gotta chill. Gotta deal with my motherfucking dog.
Four scripts got me leaning, yeah. Niggas tweaking over Fenton, nah. She ain't eating and she flexible. Got me flexing with my money long. I been up counting this money. Dirty money, gotta wash it off. Dirty soda, dirty styrofoam. Got a nasty bitch in the passenger. Might leave a bitch in the cold, oh. I don't that cold no more. I get the dough for the low. I got a trap back home. We ain't got a brand.
All right, now back to you. So if you look at this video, you look at it, you see it's probably gonna say I know it don't take place in the 90s. I know it don't take place in the 80s. I wouldn't think it don't look like it takes place in the 70s, but we can say maybe the 70s, most likely the 60s, right? And if you think about that, then let's say, what year was your parents born in? If your answer is anything from the 60s and forward, then technically your parents could have been one of these kids, right? Maybe if it's like, let's say 73 and your parent was born in 60. All right, you might have your parent might be one of these people that's out there. All right. Now, that parent that was born in 60, that's 13 and 73 and has her first kid in 95. Well, you're that offspring. Your parent don't like black people. All right. Well, you technically might not like. You might fuck around and go date a black person just in spite of your parents. Or on the other side of that, you might turn around and say, "Yeah, I don't like black people neither," because of your experiences, because of what you've seen, witnessed, or whatever the case may be, what have you. But it doesn't hit the same, like it doesn't hit the same as the original person that was truly racist. So like the white guy was saying, racism today is fucking watered down. It's so watered down, and we are so sensitive at such a sensitive time that realistically, how, like, when we went through the checklist yesterday, we seen what we could check off and what we couldn't check off. So that's how you see how watered down we've gotten. In this time, the police was cool with this type of thing happening. In today's time, the police ain't standing for no shit like this happening. Whether you want to call a police officer racist or not, that's a different conversation. But in this situation, then versus now, complete different contrast, which shows, and that's one very proven statement to show that yes, racism is completely different, if it even exists the same way today as it did then. But let's get back into it and let's finish. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is 2 minutes long. It's 2.5 minutes long. But
you better turn around, y'all. Let's go back.
We were riding down this block, and these white people start saying, "Get out of here, niggas. You know, get out of my neighborhood. Don't come to this neighborhood." Then they start hitting on her.
Throwing rocks and everything else.
Throwing rocks. Because we were in their neighborhood.
We went on a bike hike to McDonald's. We didn't mean to bother anybody.
We had a nice
We saw a parade, we saw a gathering, so we went down there to see what was happening. I never even know people around here were like that. I've never experienced anything like this in my life.
And I was sure what she had. It hit me with that rock. I would pick up the rock right next to me and hit him right dead in his face. They always say niggas are doing everything. They always say we're doing everything, right? We didn't, every time the white people come down the block, we don't push them out their neighborhood and throw rocks and start hitting them. We don't bother the white people around our neighborhood, but when we get in a white neighborhood, they just push us out.
Yeah. Everybody with us, we're nothing, you know, we're a piece of dirt, dogs. I mean, that's the way you treat an animal. I mean, God, we're human beings. Yeah. You don't treat other people like that. It's just wrong. Black, white, I don't care. A person is a person. Skin should have no bearing on how you treat a person. That's just wrong.
I hate their goddamn guts.
You don't hate them.
Sweet.
I can't say that I hate them. I can't say that it's totally the kid's fault. I mean, I'm sure their parents had some bearing on the way they feel and everything else. I think it's just the system. I don't know.
How did this terrible thing affect your children? When they ask you these things, why? Why? What do you tell them?
There are good and bad in every people, every race, regardless. Tell them that we just happen to be amongst a few people whose minds are warped.
now, I stop it there because we got to hear some very interesting things just now. First and foremost, we got to hear the mindset and the mentality of the white folks in that time. And we gonna say, we just to meet somewhere in the middle, we gonna say it was 65. We get to see the mindset of the white kids at that time, and we get to see the mindset of the black kids at that time. We also get to see the mindset of the adult black people in this part of the video at that time. right? And I want to point out a very major difference because I've said something in the past, and I'm not sure if y'all hold me to that or if y'all even remember me saying it, but call it a hot take if you want to. I've said that I believe in 2026, the most racist person in America is actually a black person. Now, if you pay attention to the way that this man just spoke and what he just said and what he felt and how he said that he teaches his kids, do you hear that in how how you hear kids being taught today? Do you hear that in how kids interact today? Do you even hear that in how adults at the age of 30 interact today? No, you don't hear it like that at all. I'll even say you hear it in a 40-year-old man's mouth. A 40-year-old man will be born in the 80s. And granted, yeah, I think they have had their share of racial discrimination put against them and racial disparities against them, which I understand they would have that disdain for the white man. But guess what happened? They taught their disdain of hatred to the white man to their kids. And their kids are the ones that's born in 80s, 2000s. I have an 80s. My parents was born in the 80s. I was born in the 90s. So we can say there are those ones that have 80s parents that was born in the 90s also. That's a thing, right? So they took their disdain and their understanding of life, and if you remember, like this is the continuation. If you remember the conversation, we said that um, we acknowledge that it's a learned behavior. Racism is a learned behavior. So if you're learning a hatred for a certain group of people from your parents, then you have some of that in you. And we acknowledge that already because I said, I do think that the white people that were born from racist white people will have some racism taught to them. Maybe they don't take on to it, maybe they do. And it goes the same for the black people. But I do believe that black people do hold white people at a more racist regard than vice versa. If we're eliminating the systemic aspect of it, we're only speaking about people to people. And I think it's proven by just what he's saying right here, right now. We'll continue what he's saying, though.
And I'm not going to teach them that, regardless of how many bombs they put at this house. I'm not going to teach my children hate.
If I was actually to keep it a being with you, based off of what I just watched and understand what we know today, it is a systemic thing that makes us believe that racism even still exists. Because to everyday people, like I say, racism isn't a thing that we think about. Like real racism, bro. Like think about real racism. Real racism is the shit that we just seen in that video. Them folks chased that black girl and that black boy off their block. You're not even allowed on my street. Get out of my neighborhood. You ain't about to see you're not about to see interracial couples if people is racist like that. When we say racist, we have to be more direct about what we're saying is being racist. And even when we're saying something is being racist, I think we need to be a little bit more correct in the terminology of it. And I think it's more so a discrimination because it's easy. We can clearly agree to my first point that I've ever made in this whole conversation of it's more of a social class issue where if you have the money and the means, you're cool. if you don't have the money and you don't have the means, you better hope that you got family or somebody that really fucks with you that do have the money or the means. The only difference in the black culture that I can recollect or I can think of is most black people don't tend to in the certain class. So if you're in the lower class of black people, you don't tend to look out for another black person that's in need. Or is that, or am I wrong? Am I saying it wrong? I think it might be more of the upper class black person that's not. I don't know. It's one group of people. We let me think. Let's think about that. Let's think about that. There's this thing where greed takes a place. It takes a precedence. So yeah, the lower side of the spectrum is not going to help out with somebody that they have no knowledge of. They're not helping a stranger out. They're not helping a random person out. They don't know them. They're not doing that now, unless the story is like egregious, where a fucking kid has cancer. Then you might get the old grandma that might send some money, or you might get the guy that has a little extra change to donate a couple coins or something. But overall, most times they not thinking about helping nobody else. They damn near can't help themselves. And that's overall, like even white people is the same thing. So that video was pretty interesting to me, and it shed a lot of light to me on certain things, because it's all about, like I said, it's all about a mindset that is complete shift. It's a complete shift. The paradigm has completely shifted. While you're more likely to see a black man cause harm to a white man, and that's just unfortunate, and it's the truth. And we can pull up the statistics and data if y'all want to before y'all try and bite my face off about it. Actually, let me do that, because I know I'll get a lot of backlash about it. And I'm pretty sure that when I go on stream Saturday, I will hear something about it, because my dog LBC like to grill me, and my dog PG like to fade me. So we gonna check it out real quick. Let's just use. Let's use Gemini. Gemini tends to give me quick results. What is the percentage of black on white or white on black violent crimes in the past 10 years? And I'll share that. It says, when examining crime statistics by race, it is important to distinguish between homicide, which is very high, reporting data to the quality overall violent crime. The most consistent findings across all decades of U.S. crime data is the crime primarily intra-racial, occurring with people of the same race. This is largely due to the fact that most crime occurs between people who know each other or live in the same demographic. Overall, violent crime interracial, according to the Bureau of Statistics of Justice National Crime Victimization Survey, which tracks non-lethal crimes. The breakdown for the most recent aggregate period, 2017 through 2021, shows the following interracial incidents: a white victim, offender, black, 15%; a white victim, white on white crime, 55%; a black victim being attacked by a white person is 12%. A black person being attacked by a black person, 60%. So there's a small percent increase in percentage of black on white crime, which is 15 to 12%, right? White on black homicide typically accounts for approximately 8 to 11%. Black on white, 15 to 18%. That's almost double. 8,000 white homicide victims, 1,100 were killed by black offenders, 13%. So, like I said in the beginning, when you have more, oh, let's look this up. Let's find this out. Who commits the most hate crimes and what is the nature? So the most hate crimes is committed by white people. Then second, obviously, would be us, and then other groups. The nature of the crime: bias, race, ethnicity, and ethnicity, ancestry. 53%, by far the most common motivation, anti-black bias. Accounts for over 50% of all race-based hate crime. Anti-white and anti-Hispanic base are the next most frequent subcategories, and then you have religion. So that shows us that as far as hate crimes go, white people is definitely on their shit. They out here doing they thug this, right? But now I have the question: is 50% of hate crimes are by white offenders? Where is this region at? Where is the majority of these crimes committed? I meant to say tit, not its. Physical location, homes, residences. No. We need to know the geographical hotspots: New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. Yeah. I don't know. Damn, I don't know. That's a tough one right there. I wonder what kind of hate. What is they doing? I don't know. Well, if the statistics is telling us that black people is getting slaughtered by the white people, then I guess that's what it is. So yeah, they're getting slaughtered by the white folks. The white folks is killing the shit out of them because they black and it's racially motivated. And that's one of those things that I just said when I said, I think people that are of the same social class that are legitimately racist that's just like the most ignorant shit in the world, because you think racist means what this white guy says. If we're going off of the Greek definition of it, like he said, the Greek definition of it, what'd he say?
Great question. By modern day terms, I would say yes, racism is okay, because by modern day terms, racism has quite frankly lost its meaning. It's turned into this very lazy and just dilly-dally definition. Something like you say the N-word, you're automatically considered racist. That's not what racism actually is defined as. But now if I actually answer this based off the Greek definition, racism is defined as treating one race superior to another without...
Okay, so you treating your race superior to another, but you're in the same position as the race that you're superior than, which would make no sense, right? So that's like, it's just idiocracy. It's like, bro, you just fucking lost in the sauce, bro. You don't know what the fuck is going on. But again, we have to acknowledge that those people do exist, because you can't say 100% of everything is everything. It's never going to be that way. It never will. Never. Even you can't never say never, but obviously you can't never have 100% of 100% across the board. Like, that's one thing you can never say will happen. With that being said, um, I think that shit happens, man. You know, shit just happens, bro. Look, this person right here, she
Bitch, don't
Bitch, post me. Bitch, post me. Bitch. Racist? Yes.
she asked her if she's racist. This is a black woman. She said she's racist. This is a Hispanic restaurant. She then tells, look, listen.
Bitch, don't
Bitch, post me. Bitch, post me. Bitch, post me. Don't play.
You're a bitch, Python! Fuck you talking about, bitch! I spit on you, bitch! Now your mama a bitch!
Don't fucking disrespect this, bitch. Customer service. With your rude, takes me off on camera. Play with me.
She just mad because he did flicker off. I saw you, sir. We saw you. We saw you. We saw you.
How about that? Let's take it there for all you guys to do your job. No, because everybody want to keep being disrespectful.
I don't. Once you disrespect me, I don't give a fuck. That bitch record. Who gives a fuck about these Mexicans? I don't. Once you disrespect me, I don't give a fuck about your race card. The fuck? This is our shit. Since you want to record something, this our shit.
So, when I watched this video, it made me automatically go and say, damn, you know, I just said this same shit in my last video. If you take it and you flip it around, say that you're the majority of a said land, do you then act the same way as the people that you're calling racist? And if that's the case, then that means you're racist. And that means that then we have a whole completely different conversation. It's completely changed now, because now you can't point the finger at somebody else and say that, hey, you're racist. That's no fair. Because goddamn it, you would be racist too if that's the case. Like, we would be doing the same fucking thing back and forth. It really wasn't make any sense. This woman just told the Mexican that this is our shit. But she would be mad if the white lady told her that this is our shit. We can't make this shit up, bruh. Like, everything we got. That's that question. The question was, does context and outcome matter? I think that's a clear answer. Because again, like I say, if a white lady told her this shit, she ready to fight. She ready to jump through the window on the Mexicans. And the Mexicans ain't, I don't know what the fuck they did. They probably messed up on some tacos or some shit. Looked like they had a Mexican restaurant. They had the drive-through. They might be at Taco Chicana. They fucked up on some tacos. They might have didn't put the cheese on the burrito when you asked for beans and extra chicken on your shit. Like, maybe they fucked up and you acting like this at the taco spot. You telling them to get out of your country. It's your country now. But you probably the same, she probably would be the same one that would say, oh, fuck Trump. These niggas is racist. I can't stand white folks. She probably that same one. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
Y'all here on our shit. Since you want to record.
What is our shit?
The fuck?
What is our shit?
I hope you got enough ice. I'm not playing. I will call them
You
motherfuckers
don't
on
know
y'all.
what you're talking about.
We gotta make it make sense, man. We gotta make it make sense. So that's again why you gotta say, okay, well, is it cool for you to say, is it cool for you to say things like that and then be offended if somebody like say something like that back to you? Or even better, the guy said in the video, the first video we watched, you can say the N-word and you're automatically classified as racist. But the N-word has been a part of culture, and we actually inserted it and not only made it a part of culture, but we made it a part of pop culture. And when you've made it a part of pop culture, that means that you've made it global for anybody to be able to use and anybody be able to say. So why then do we get mad when somebody, and okay, now I know the argument, because I already know the argument. The argument is, well, it comes because of the history. Because I had this conversation with a guy at my job today. I actually talked to him about it today, and the conversation goes back to, well, it's the history. And then that goes back to my original point where I say, your parents to the ones that's listening to me, your parents probably was born in the 60s, 70s. Maybe we'll go back as far as the 50s for the ones that's listening to me right now. If your parents was born in that time, then your parents probably experienced racism. If you was born, let's say you was born in the 70s or the 80s, you probably experienced some racism. If you was born in the 90s and later, you didn't experience much racism. Now notice, I didn't say you didn't experience any racism. I said you didn't experience much racism. If you was born in 2000, you didn't experience no racism. I'm gonna just keep it a bean. At the end of the day, racism has transformed completely. Even to the point where you got black people out their windows saying that this is our shit, get the fuck out of here. That's how much you know that racism has changed. Because if we think about the video that we watched just before this one with the kids on the bicycle getting kicked off the street, they did not even, they was humble as fuck. They was on some Martin Luther King, if they hit you in the face with the rock, turn the other cheek type shit. They wasn't trying to start no problems. They was just trying to get the fuck on through. Once them folks came charading up on them, they trying to get the fuck on through. So now that brings up the question then to me is it more so that we bring certain things upon ourselves, which makes us use it's like a bias towards what we want, what we want to believe to be true. So let me think, how am I trying to say this? Basically, if you want something to be a racial issue, then anything is bias confirmation. If anything happens, you then turn around and you say, see, I knew that's why it would be like that, because I seen this happen, and you just wanted this to believe that this was going to make this happen, and this was going to be the reason why that happened. And now you have this whole catastrophe on your hand that you completely avoided because you read this original sign that was your bias confirmation. It's called a victim mindset. I talked to my wife about that. I talked to my pops about that also. You know, I think that a lot of times we suffer from having a victim mindset because we're talking about the history of something that happened to people that, regardless to all of that happened, they still maintain respect, they still maintain dignity, and they still maintain poise, and they still kept fighting for more, and they kept fighting for certain rights and certain things that we do have, those same things that they fought for back then that we don't take the advantage of, and we complain and say, oh, these people holding us back. But it's not people that's holding you back other than yourself. And that's why I have to always go back to revert and to say, I don't believe that racism is the issue today. I don't believe that. I'm going to continue to repeat it. I mean, you're going to be tired of hearing me say this shit. I'm just going to keep saying it until you believe it yourself. You got to start believing it also. And once you start believing it, I'm pretty sure your outlook will change on things, and you'll see things a lot different if you just stop thinking. I read this book called The Four Agreements, and maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. Maybe you read, maybe you don't read. It's a small book. It's not a lot of pages. I think it's like maybe 150 pages in it, right? In one part of the book, it tells you not to make everything so personal. And when I read that part of the book, it was like, damn, you know, that is a lot of the reason why a lot of issues happen in the world. Like, you'll be riding in the car. You ever rode with your friend and been like, They been like, somebody cut them off, and they start crashing out like, man, I know that motherfucker seen me right there, blase skill. Why the fuck they gon' blue, 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 blue? They ain't had a blinker on or this, that, and the third, wah, wah, wah. All right, cool. Like, nobody's saying that it's cool. It's not. That was cool or anything. But in the same breath, that motherfucker probably really wasn't thinking about you. That motherfucker really probably thought that they had enough space to do what they was trying to do, and they was just trying to get on through because they got somewhere they trying to be. They last thing is, oh, I wonder where this person got to be, and if they got to get there, if they gonna get there on time. Like, they not thinking about that shit. They think about themselves and their situation, not about you. Victim mindset is the death of a salesman, not racism. I'm going to drive that home for you folks. I'm going to drive that home for you folks. I promise you that. I promise you that. You going to believe me. Believe me. It's like these people right here.
Democratically elected, even won the popular vote. How does that make him a king?
It doesn't make him a king. It makes him a president, not a king.
Well, this is called No Kings. So what does that mean to you?
It means we got to get rid of him. He's not a king. It's a democratic process, and we've gone that route with him. Now he's acted like a king.
Can you give me a specific example?
Specific example? Well, there's a million of them all put together. There's no one example. It's
just one or two?
It's more than one or two.
Just to give a little bit of context to what the fuck was going on, we talking about Donald J. Trump, the president, the greatest president that we've had in the 21st century, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But that's not this and this is not that. The question is, can you give us a reason why y'all are protesting on No King's Day that Donald Trump get whatever you're protesting about Donald Trump today? And he says there's a million reasons why, and she's trying to get a reason out of him. Let's hear what he has to say.
No, can you give me one or two examples?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, there's more than one or two.
No, can you give me one or two examples?
Not off the top of my head. There's more than one or two.
No, can you give me one or two examples?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, I can, I guess. I'm just at a loss of example. It's exactly.
Just one or two?
There's more than one or two.
No, can you give me one or two examples?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, I can, I guess. I'm just at a loss of thought here on there's a lot.
Like, that's how, like, that's. Something's gotta be, the people gotta be stopped, man. People gotta stop this nonsense, bro. People gotta stop this nonsense.
A lot of things.
Okay.
I can't really.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay.
I know what Biden did. I don't agree with all of it, but this is way worse than what any other president
What makes
has
it
done
worse?
in this country. You can't see that? I don't have anything more to say if you don't know.
What makes President Trump a king?
Himself?
What specific policies or actions?
Oh, everything that he does. The man's a fascist.
Can you give me an example?
Oh boy, of everything that he does. I mean, he just tries to put his name on everything.
What specific action or policy is the Trump administration acting like a king?
He wants to be a dictator. He loves dictators. He wants to be a dictator. And
didn't he just remove a dictator from Venezuela?
He went in and stole them.
So
Hey, people fucking hilarious, man. And this is that's why they say we gotta learn. Our education system is fucked up. People just don't be knowing. They be having a loss of words. They don't be knowing what the fuck they want to say, so they don't know what they be really talking about. Nobody had no words. They lost all their words. Their whole vocabulary went out their brain. This shit turned to mush when she asked me, "Can you just give me one example, please?" What was we talking about again? You don't know? if you don't know that we can't have this conversation. Wait, what you mean? If I don't know, nigga, do you know? This shit is crazy. You can't make this up, bro. People is fucking funny, and that's how I feel about. That's how I feel about when I hear a motherfucker say, "Oh yeah, cause I'm black, they held me back." Nigga, no, nigga, you held yourself back, bro. you did it to yourself. Like most situations is self-inflicted wounds. I will, like I said, there are systemic discriminations. There are epic proportions that you gotta leaps and bounds. You gotta jump over to get to certain hula hoops to do certain jigs and jabs. But at the same token, it's like peer to peer, people to people, racism, like it's not the same, man. It's not the same. Anyways, get off of this. Let's.
Absolutely.
He said, hold up.
Do you believe that black people can be racist towards white people?
Absolutely.
I've heard black people say that black people can't be racist because they don't own shit or they don't have shit. And in order to be racist, you have to have something to hold over another person or to be better than somebody else with or at or some shit like that. Which I think is like the fucking dumbest shit ever in the fucking world. That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. And to be honest with you, bro, if you really believe that, I really, really, really pray that you stumble across this channel and you pray that you get to this part of the video. Please get to this part of the video, bro, and hear this and leave me a comment on to why is that? Why does that make any sense for real? Racism literally just means that you think that you're better, your race is better, they're superior to any other race, to any other people. It's just that simple.
Absolutely. I know some people say like, oh, you can't be. The moment you decide to treat someone differently or negatively because of the color of their skin, I don't care what color yours is, you are now a racist. And there's a problem with that. And I don't like it. I mean, I grew up in Washington State where it's only 4% black. I mean, I've seen more black people here in the last 3 days than I see in the last 3 years in Washington State.
I gotta say, if you treat somebody differently because of the color of their skin, you're probably treating them differently because of the color of their skin based off of a stereotype or based off of a prejudgment that you have of these people that look like this type of person. That's not inherent. That's not automatically racist. We just had this conversation. Just because something is being stereotyped does not mean that it is racist. Although racism and stereotyping can be linked together. They can be. But just because you stereotype does not mean you're racist. I can say, I'm walking down the street and I see a young dude that's 6'8". I look at that motherfucker, I'm like, damn, dog, what you think the question is? See, you asked the question and you didn't even, you stereotype, that's stereotyping. That's stereotyping. Because you see a tall, he might be clumsy as fuck. That motherfucker might not play no sports, none whatsoever. He might be on the chess club. He might be on the chess team. Motherfucker might be in the band. He might be a flute major or some shit like that. Like we just stereotype because we seen a dude talk. You see a dude that's in somewhat shape. You think automatically he must be strong. Nah, that nigga might not be strong for real. He might really not be strong. I done seen some strong looking niggas that's not strong for real. It's weird. It's very weird. I don't know how they do it. That's kind of weird. Somebody please let me know. I might have to chat GPT that one. But it's real. That's real. So with that being said, anyway, let's finish what she got to say.
You know, so I love seeing the diversity and everything else, but when people and blacks or others can say, oh, you know, just because I'm not white, I'm not racist, well, the fact that you even said that is racist.
Do you believe that black people can be...
You got a strong view, huh? Strong views. This
homeowner had hired 6 Guatemalan workers who had been working not.
All right, hey, look. So we gonna watch this video, and then I want y'all to tell me y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think, but I want y'all to tell me what y'all think also, cause apparently these YNs is out. They at it again. The YNs.
Just imagine what she be trying to tell you. I can just imagine. Hey, that's crazy. Hey, that's why that's hoes together. It's like a broke hole collision.
All right, so we see the bullet holes in the car, and apparently that's his car that these girls shot up his shit. Let's go back a little bit because we gotta make sure we understanding what's going on here. Hold up now.
Just imagine what she be trying to tell you. I can just imagine.
She said, I'm about to shoot this nigga right here. He didn't. I gotta think he might have didn't hear that. Maybe did he not hear that? Cause is he still playing? Is he still joking right now? When you ever heard niggas playing like that?
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, that's why that's hoes together. It's like a broke hole collision. It's like a gang of broke hoes, my nigga. Bro, it's like a gang. Look, she wanna crash out cause she broke. She wanna crash out cause she broke. Bro, hey, they be ready to crash out cause they ain't got nothing to lose. They ain't got nothing to lose. Hey, what that is a bunch of
Brother. I don't know whether he heard her say, I'm about to shoot this nigga. I don't know if he heard that, but I'm gonna just give him the benefit of the doubt and say he didn't hear it. Clout is a hell of a fucking drug, man. Is he? I mean, obviously he's got to be recording this on, like, maybe he's on. I don't even know if he's on fucking live. I'm just not understanding, why are you even still entertaining this bullshit, bruh? Like, these are some hoes, bruh. Like, what is you doing? Like, what is you? I don't get it, dog. I don't get it.
Hey, what that is a bunch of hoes that ain't got nothing to lose. Bunch of broke ass hoes. Look at them ready to crash out. They ready to crash out. Look at them ready to crash out. Look at them. Look at them ready to.
He crashed out. He heard them gunshots. That nigga shut the fuck up. That nigga shut the fuck up. Duck, nigga, duck. Duck, nigga, duck, bro. Why the fuck? Bro, they some hoes, bro. Why is you even going like that? Like, why you ain't just pull off, my nigga? Like, you could have just pulled off. I don't know if you was already leaving or if you was just getting there, whatever the fuck. Bro, why you ain't just pull off, bro? You had got in your car. You out the window, hollering, chasing them down the street, bro. Like, what the fuck is you on, bro? That's some dumbass shit there. That's some dumbass shit there. I mean, so are they racist or are they just influenced by culture? I mean, are we gonna call them racist because they said nigga? I'm about to shoot this nigga. I mean, shit, that sound like me saying I'm about to shoot this nigga. I'm about to shoot this nigga, bro. Is that racist? Is she racist because of that? Or I don't know.
Crazy, man. Because I was roasting them. They started roasting me first. Look at this. Well, she almost got me.
This nigga said they was roasting me first, bruh. Ain't no way he said they roasted me first, bruh. But he's some hoes, bruh. These just some regular ass bitches, bruh. Like they ain't even what. You only had to do your little 1-2, get up out of there, man. Just hit it with a 1-2, get up out of there, man. You out here having the whole Comedy Central special, nigga. Like nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? That shit is crazy. Oh, scheisse.
That's where my head was, out the window. She almost got me. Look at that.
Oh, man. Did he call? Like a group of white girls may have intentionally goaded a black man and using the N-word, simply trying to get a reaction. That's funny, bro. That is hilarious. Ha ha ha. Hey, we need to have a
you crazy? Okay, don't touch me. Don't leave. Don't leave. Let go. Do not touch my boss. You just punched me in your face, bitch. Get out. I'll destroy the fuck out, bitch. It's not worth this job. Get the fuck out, bitch. No. You get the fuck out. I'm good. Honey, I don't know what's wrong with you. Sorry, I've been up all day. I'm sorry. I know what's sorry. Good. Yes, the picture. Do not touch my boss. Get out! God assaulted her. She can put you in jail. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. She's got you on Philly. You assaulted her. I don't give a fuck. You hit me and her. I don't give a fuck. You could go to prison. Okay, then I'll go to assault and battery. Then I'll go to prison. Do not touch her again. I will go to fucking honey, prison. Don't touch my boss again. Whatever. What? Please. Bounce. What the fuck ever. Shit. She's hitting my boys. She beat her. Fucking bitch.
Hey, hey, hey.
Don't touch her. Don't touch her.
Put your bag down.
I ain't never had black eyes in my life. Oh. I ain't never had black eye in my life. In my life, not a man has given me a black eye. There ain't a fucking man that's giving me a black eye.
Is she crazy or was that a charade? Like was she just trying to get some attention or something? Like I'm confused, bro. She got calm as fuck when the police officer came and put her in them goddamn cuffs, dog. Like ain't no more action going on. She was going heavy in the paint. You would have thought that bitch was Waka Flocka's sister the way she was going at old girl. Why the fuck, bro? Is it mental health awareness check? Is she crazy or is she not? I don't think that bitch crazy. I don't think she crazy, bro, because she knew exactly what was going on. When that police came in there, she ain't give up no fight. She ain't say no more words. She said, okay. She had a bad day. She might have been off her pills for real. She really might have just been off her pills. She might be bipolar. But she ain't crazy though. You know them crazy ones don't give a fuck. Like that woman that climbed out the police car with the cuffs and started running around the corner. She ain't give a fuck. That bitch ain't give a fuck. But anyways, I thought that was pretty funny. I ain't gonna count. That was just some dark humor, I guess. But that was just my way of ending this whole fiasco. But anyways, just to answer the question, because this is going to clean it up, and then we're going to get into the next thing tomorrow, you dig? We got something else to talk about tomorrow. But go to 1K. Go to 1K. You feel me? Let's run it up. Anyways, is America still racist? I've been going with a theory from the begin. Well, I always tell my friends just to have a hot debate. No, nigga, America ain't racist, bro. America ain't racist. It's not racist. And in an essence, I do believe that, right? I do believe that in an essence. Or in a nutshell, if you want to encapsulate it in a nutshell, I don't believe that we're necessarily racist. I just believe that there are some barriers that are put up to add an extra obstacle that gives us an extra challenge, which I call discrimination. And I do believe that if you're the right person for the right thing and you've done the right things, the due diligence, you will overcome all of those obstacles. The problem is that most people that are saying that America is this big bad place and Trump is this big bad guy, most of them are unfortunately fall under the situation of you probably put a blemish on your record somehow, some way, or you put a blemish somewhere on yourself, and that might not be even, you might not even have got a record yet. You might really just be cool, but you might have a certain attitude that leads you to not succeed in a certain way, or maybe not even lead you to take certain opportunities. Like I said yesterday, where I work in a warehouse full of people that have no intentions on moving up. They cool being at the bottom. I just look at that and say that's kind of crazy. Like, we complain about being at the bottom, but you would rather stay at the bottom. That's complacency. That's weird. But either way it goes. Outside of that, it's like, when you look at things such as when you look at certain data points, in my opinion, because I'm more of a nerdy guy. I more tend to want to look at the numbers and get it from the numbers. I understand experiences do count, but it doesn't make the overall. And so when you look at numbers, I mean, obviously, we are the more incarcerated people, but in the same breath, we tend to have more successful people in the same breath. Like it's kind of weird to say, oh, the white man held you down from being able to do this and do that, but then you turn around and you see motherfuckers that's hella successful, or I guess whatever you determine to be what is success or what is successful. But either way it goes, long story short, I do believe there's systemic discrimination as an overall. I don't believe that in 2026 we suffer from what we call racism. Racism has taken a completely new form, and now it is socialism. If you don't have money, you don't have resources, you ain't gonna get shit. Like, you fucked. You just fucked. If you got the money, you got resources, you cool. You can have whatever going on, and you'll get, even if you do get in some egregious shit, you'll most likely get the lightest penalties. Like, nigga, you seen Martha Stewart go to a golf course kind of fucking resort prison. You see Diddy got a stupid slap on the wrist. He paid stupid money to get the top of the line lawyers to be able to get off on a fucking RICO, bro. Like, you just gotta have the bread and the resources and know the right people. You can't keep fucking your life up and thinking that somebody owes you anything. History has no bearing on where we are today, because history has changed the trajectory of where we are today. Our people fought, or the black people's ancestry fought for rights. We have those rights. There's no more complaining. There's time to just take action, take accountability, and just put your big boy pants on and handle business. You feel me? With that being said, it's been real. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. It's free of charge, and I ain't upcharging you like Netflix and Disney Plus. You feel me? I ain't adding to your subscription. It's free. It's free. You know what I'm saying? And we get to chill. We get to kick it. But if you disagree with anything I said, or if you agree with anything I said, go ahead and drop that comment. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. That's free too. It don't take nothing but a couple seconds of your time, maybe a minute if you really in your feelings about something. But besides than that, it's been real. It's all been love. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to lay it down because your boy gotta go and do his thing. I'll let your boy, man. It's Jay. We out. We out. We out.